Okay, I have here a BMW E46 and the diagnostic light is coming on every so often. Not all the time. In fact, it ran yesterday for about 100 miles without any problem at all. Then the light came back on again. And if you scan it with a scan tool, we're coming out with codes P0172 and P0175 relating to both banks of cylinders running rich. Now, there was also an oxygen sensor heater fault. Okay, looking on the scan tool, if we look at the long and short term fuel trims, you can see that short term fuel trim 1 is at 0, as is short term fuel trim 2, although that keeps drifting up to a large negative number, which would go back to 0 just because I started filming it, wouldn't it? But that does go up to a large negative number, and I found that by revving it, it would come down to 0 and then it would gradually creep up again. But now it's not creeping up again. Maybe it is. Yeah, look, there it goes. Minus 14, minus 18, minus 21, minus 25. The short-term fuel trim number 1 and the long-term fuel trim number 2 seem to stay at 0 the whole time. Long-term fuel trim number 1 seems to stay pretty much constant at minus 7, but the short-term fuel trim number 2 likes to go down to minus 28, and then if you rev it, it'll go down to 0, and then it'll gradually creep back to a high negative value again. Looking at the oxygen sensor readings, let's just go down so we can read them. So we've got oxygen sensor readings 0.75, 0.77, 0.93, all pretty high because a value greater than 0.5 represents a rich mixture. And then you get short-term fuel trims worked out from the individual sensors. The not applicable and the 99.2, you can ignore those because I think that's the numbers that it generates if there is no sensor on, if there is no second sensor on a particular bank. But if there's no sensor on a particular bank, then I don't understand why we're getting readings from the two banks. Look, O2 bank 1 sensor 1 and O2 bank 1 sensor 2. So both are giving readings 0.775 and 0.935, and they're changing readings as well, so there must be something connected there. 0.935, I don't know, 0.935, yeah, look. Those values are changing for sensor 2, so there must be something on there. Must be something connected to that. Confused.